It's BudPod episode 19.
Unlucky for some.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, don't know for who.
It has to be unlucky for someone.
Yeah, someone's been killed at 7 o'clock in the evening before.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Imagine if they worked out, no one's ever been killed at that time. It's like the opposite of the purge. That is the safest time you can ever be. It's 7 p.m.
It would be one of the bits that is sort of a bit annoying where you think, is that real? And QI.
Yeah.
What's the safest time?
No one's ever died during the opening minute of The Archers. What?
You're one. They go, yeah, statistically.
It's
and
a big thing. They can do,
you
can't.
explanation, you think.
It's like the whole thing of like, oh, people, you can never be declared dead at Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No one can ever have died at Disney World.
Yeah. Which means there's probably someone out there who is technically the longest surviving person without a head because they got decapitated on Space Mountain.
And they got decapitated.
And the paramedics couldn't turn up for like an hour.
They got stuck up there.
Yeah.
So it was just like a headless body.
Still alive.
And they just go, hold on. And like you're having to like send Mickey up there with some bottled water and just like pour it in the neck hole. We'll get you down as soon as we can, sir.
Like, did you hear about Mike?
Yes, it is funny. Like trying to make it seem like he's still talking, like it's fine.
Did you ever hear about Mike the Headless Chicken?
The people that took him around talent shows.
Yeah, there's a decapitated chicken. He lived for about, it was like years.
Yeah.
With no head, and they fed him through with a little pipette.
Like an eyedropper.
Yeah, and then he choked one day, and that's how he died. It's always disappointing when the
he was
cause
murdered
of death,
by a jealous fan.
A chicken who really had a head.
A chicken who had read Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah.
Roasted him and ate him.
A friend of mine worked at Disney World. Did we ever discuss the codes they have for when people have accidents on the rides?
I don't think we have.
This is so gross just because of the terminology used. Because
Surely
you
it's
imagine
like
in Disney.
Code Brown.
Yeah, or it's just sort of like someone's had a goofy. You know, they'd use that language.
Someone's goofed. Yeah. They've goofed their pants. They've goofed their pants and now they're trailing goof all over the floor. And it stinks of shit.
If someone throws up.
Someone left a goof in the toilet. You're like, right, okay, I can work out with it.
Yeah. Start saying goof as if it's like a movie mistake.
Surely, in the IMDb goof section of the Goofy movie, it should just list the characters again.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's right there for the taking.
Free joke.
Goofy appears in it constantly. Yeah.
He's not real.
When someone's sick on a ride, the code is protein spill.
No,
which is so dreadful, isn't it?
That's worse than swearing.
Yeah, so out of nowhere, obviously, like the chipmunks or whatever are into a tannoy going, we got ourselves a protein spill.
But that's so dystopian and horrifying.
Well.
That's how like an android would describe it.
Shitting's worse. Shitting's fiber spill.
No, it's not.
Yeah. If someone
Who's throwing up protein? I understand fiber spill. Yes.
Yeah. But if someone's had taken a dump on Thunder Mountain or whatever, then it's which I mean they haven't accidentally shit themselves. Have like dropped trowel, fully
just they've squatted above
for the picture.
They've squatted.
We got it on a mouse mat.
Mid like flying upwards poo. Like jackass.
Yeah, on the Tower of Terror. Because it's the elevator that goes up and down. So it's just it thumps into the ceiling like we used to get wet loo roll at school and just throw it up into the ceiling. And it would just thump. Like a Lansom tube sound.
Yeah. That noise.
Yeah.
The grenade launcher sound from Call of Duty.
Fiber spill, yeah.
Fiber spill. Spill.
Yeah. And then there was also cum spill, which they hadn't really changed. No.
Someone's ejaculated on Thunder Mountain. From like risk.
On the It's a Small World After All boat ride, yeah.
Someone squatted over one of the singing gnomes and shat all over it.
Yeah, that presidential animatronics thing where they had Donald Trump and it was clearly Hillary Clinton's head. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, God, the hubris of making the doll in advance.
Yeah, I think they admitted it.
Really?
Yeah. The new Donald Trump's worse because it's clearly Kamala Harris.
Painted orange and
yeah,
just given a kind of weird body.
Yeah.
Donald Trump's body is so strange.
It's just what he does with it. I think he's got a very normal body.
Really?
Yeah, it's just the way he stands.
Because when he turns sideways, he looks like a big letter. A big B or a D or something. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, like he's in an alphabet book where it's like the hairy hat man is H.
Yeah.
It's because of how he stands like you have to sit when you're on a National Express coach and the seats are just, we've spoken about this before, and the seats are slightly far forward. There's a lean forward that makes me always think he's in a stress position. I think he's in a lot of pain at all times.
He must have like the strongest quads in the world because they're the only thing holding his whole body up is his thighs.
He's leaning forward. He's like that Michael Jackson move where they just but
just he's decided, I like it here.
Yeah.
He's leaned forward and he's gone, I like it here. I like this.
He's Windy Guy in a musical. It looks like he's in Singing in the Rain.
It's like a mime miming the wind.
Yeah.
He's always struggling against a tremendous hurricane.
Yeah.
We should say as well, last night, thank you very much. Last night was the BudPod Live, Phil's final one. Thank you very much to all the BudPods who came out. It was a really, really nice crowd. And a fitting send-off. And afterwards, we took Phil to the car park. We kicked him to death.
Yes, he was shot in the head, wasn't he?
Eventually.
Eventually. But before that, it was like the end of Death Proof.
Yeah.
We got some roundhouse kicks.
We got some cheerleaders to beat him to death. It's the way he would have wanted to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should all be so lucky.
Yeah, if you aren't just hearing now that Phil passed away in the early hours of this morning, obviously it'll be a few days on now when you hear about this.
Yeah.
This is me just finding out now. I was in a different country. I wasn't allowed to be in the same country. I was in Scotland.
Yeah, for alibi reasons.
Yeah.
He had his head kicked off by a cheerleader.
Kicked off. Wow.
One really big kick.
That's better than loads of little kicks. It's like nearly headless Nick.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That would be horrible. You were on the Caledonian Sleeper.
Yeah.
It sounds like the least restful experience possible.
I came off stage at the Edinburgh Stand. Thank you, everyone who came to that tour show.
And you're on tour right now.
I'm on tour right now. I had to sprint from, actually, you know what, let's just get the admin out of the way. Tonight, when this episode goes out, tomorrow night, I'm in Southend, but that's sold out. But don't worry, because we've added an extra show in January. On Saturday, I'm in Tunbridge Wells, and I think at the time of recording, there are exactly 3 tickets left.
Nice.
And on Sunday, I'm in Warwick in an art centre there, but the evening show is sold out, so we've put on an afternoon show. So there's still space there if you want to see me at like 4 p.m. on a Sunday.
Nice.
But I had to sprint from the Edinburgh Stand to the train station to get on the Caledonian Sleeper, like as the doors were basically closing.
Yeah.
And I went into my tiny little bunk room. I had a bunk bed, but room was to myself.
So it's a bunk bed. Is that like a little sink?
Yeah, you walk in. Yeah, there's a sink and it says not drinking water.
Good.
But also, what they don't say is, it's also not a pissing basin, and yet here we are.
It's only not drinking water because of how much piss has been in it. That's the only thing they're worried about. There's actually nothing wrong with the water.
You walk in. It is it's the width of a chair. But it's insane. The bed itself is so narrow. It's like it's been designed to stop homeless people from sleeping.
Yeah. You've got it's aggressive architecture.
Yeah, and there's kind of like an armchair-esque protrusion coming from the wall to push you even further off. There's a miniature ladder to get you onto the top bunk. I didn't sleep on the top bunk. I don't know if this is cuck behaviour from me, but I slept on the bottom bunk.
Yeah.
And actually, I thought it was quite nice because when the train then departed from the station, I pulled the shutter up and sort of looked outside, and it was all you can see is the occasional lights going by. And I was just there lying in bed, playing on my Switch, be like, I'll go to sleep in a second. And then unexpectedly, the train pulled into like a busy station. There were just loads of elderly people just peering through the window. And I had to like leap up and pull the shutter down. I felt so exposed. I'd also never been in this situation before.
Like a zombie film.
It was just like a zombie film. And I don't know if you've been in this situation before or if you've ever taken a sleeper train. I don't know what direction I expected to be in, but you're lying and the train is obviously going against the grain to where you're lying. So whenever you sleep on public transport, you're still facing forward. I was lying to the side and moving along to the side. It was also my exact height. So it's like a 6'3" bed. So my feet and my head perfectly wedged in, which meant I was completely solid. And then my midriff was occasionally waving from side to side. It just felt really strangely vice-like.
It's like when someone holds a slinky.
Yeah.
And just kind of ribbles it up.
But my head was so stuck in, it was like I was about to receive like electroshock therapy. And I had
to cure your criminality.
My urges.
Yeah.
And then it was like trying to sleep on a flight, basically. I remember waking up an absolute ton, and then I got woken up by a tannoy announcement of like, please disembark the train now. And it was like, I mean, I just had to like stumble out into Euston at like 6 a.m. At which point I then had to sprint to Absolute Radio, which is around the corner, to do the breakfast show.
Yeah.
And then I came here for Button Boys immediately afterwards, and now we're doing BudPod.
It's astonishing to me you're in such good shape.
This is going to be my worst ever BudPod episode, and I hope you know that now.
I'm amazed that like if I could see like in your vision, it should look like there's Vaseline on your eyes.
Yeah, Felipe, we were saying beforehand that I work like I'm trying to get into heaven. It will help me out.
It's such a good description because obviously, if you're listening to this, you might not see behind the curtain or whatever, but anyone who knows you would love that description because you're just constantly like pedaling a bike that powers a thing that does a thing onto a radio show podcast. Just so much. And
you can't not do any of those things. They're all such an integral part of my life.
Yeah.
I'm Mrs. Doubtfiring my way through.
Yeah, just tits on fire screaming.
Yeah, but there's 4 separate families in the restaurant.
You're trying to sneak back into 4 different families.
Yeah.
Every sequel, there should have been loads of Mrs. Doubtfires, and every sequel was he'd got divorced and estranged from another whole family. He'd had a full other family.
Yeah. And each time he's a different kind of nanny.
Yeah. Yeah, an Australian nanny.
Yeah.
German nanny. Russian nanny.
Nonna.
A nonna.
Yeah.
And they're just...
Like a French au pair.
Yeah. It'd be good. AI will do it.
Yeah, you do
the
it.
robot will...
Please. Yeah.
Dance for me, robot. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a living hell. It doesn't sound like you would sleep at all, even a tiny bit.
It's okay. I'll get to go to bed in a few days. You sent me a voice note the other day as a reminder for you to say something.
Yeah. So, a delivery arrived. My fiance, what she likes to do is to order so many packages on a sort of consistent basis. It's not like, there's just this one day where like 10 arrive. It's like there'll always be one a day.
Yeah.
I can never figure out what's in them. It's like just building a rocket ship. Like mail order, like
one of those magazines where over the course of a month you build a ship.
Yeah, you build HMS Victory.
Yeah, the first edition is like $3.99, but then it's like from now on it's $19.99. You go, what?
Yeah, what? And you go for the bit that actually powers the sails.
The wheel, yeah.
What? Yeah, maybe she's doing that. Sorry if you get any nosebleed as well. There's a bunch of like bellowing construction workers. They do sound like prisoners, and like in the kind of garden over.
They're screaming, "Please help! Please help!" But basically, a prison van overturned.
They're doing a bunch of.
Some of them managed to escape, but some of them are trapped under the van.
Yeah, and you know what? It's more whining actually, because they. Some
of us are trying to work. Some of us are trying to podcast here.
They're trapped under a van that I've paid for with my taxes, and they get a free PlayStation at prison, and supermodels come in and nosh them off. That's what I've read.
Yeah.
It's too nice.
Slap on the wrist and you're allowed back out.
A slap on the wrist and directions to the nearest children's home for all the nonsense.
I gotta say, in that Caledonian sleeper track, I was like, this is smaller than a prison cell. I would prefer a prison cell over this.
Yeah. There would be a law against putting a prisoner in there, but there's no law against putting a paying customer in there.
Yeah.
The same way that every year there's a heat wave and all the aircon doesn't work or that doesn't exist on like our trains. It gets hotter than it's legally allowed to be for cattle.
Really?
There's all sorts of restrictions on how hot cattle cars can be.
The cows being treated better than us. They get a PlayStation, even though they're all paedophiles.
Even though they're all paedophiles, it's well known.
Cows are paedophiles.
Wandering around sucking
What's
each other's...
that cow laughing at?
Yeah.
She's a nonce.
Me.
Yeah.
Me, the bloody customer.
Oh, Muggins here.
There you go. Some more, some just general builder shouting. Anyway, one of these deliveries arrived. And so I've got an air fryer now, not to boast.
Yeah,
I finally joined the air fryer revolution 2 years after everyone got really excited by it. Mm-hmm. That's what I do with trends. I fold my arms and I frown and I say, no, I'm not joining Instagram.
I mean, just when it's out of fashion, you messaged me the other day to say you've been neck nominated.
Oh, God. I was trying to remember the verb for that the other day. Could not for the life of me remember it.
Yeah.
Neck nominated.
You were so late to that one.
Dismal.
Really We're doing the Ice Bucket Challenge after this.
Yeah.
Not even for the ALS Foundation, just for recreationally.
No, we just like ice. And this guy, so I tested it out for the first time. some chicken Kievs.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
And it all worked,
Great.
fine. And I ate those. And an hour later, the doorbell goes, and it's the delivery man. Now, when you're in a house that smells of food, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think the corridor smelled like food particularly at all. So I open the door, I go, oh, yeah, thanks. And I take the package. But he's already, like, standing, like, the toes of his shoes are, like, on the threshold bar.
Oh.
Like, he's so close to the door.
Yeah.
So I was like, go. And I took the package from him. And he was like, oh, I just have to take the picture. And I was like, yeah, fine. And I was holding it quite close because I was not expecting him to be there. So he was, like, close enough. His face is so close to mine. It's not like he's going to kiss me, but he's going to threaten me.
Right, okay.
So he's
forehead to forehead.
No.
Right.
No. Like, his face is close enough that it qualifies as intimidating, and then any closer becomes romantic.
So,
you
like,
see what I mean?
the distance you meant to be from a microphone. So,
yeah.
Thumb and little finger.
Genuinely, yeah.
Yeah.
So, exactly. Thumb and little finger extended like that. That's how close this guy's fucking face is to mine. And he's like, I just have to take a picture to show I've delivered it. And I was like, oh, yeah, fine. And he just, like, takes the picture in that gap between us.
So he doesn't step back?
No, he doesn't step back. I thought he would step back to take the picture and go, okay, thanks.
And he's like, God, it's so tricky at this angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hate this bit.
God, if only there was a different way. So he gets the camera out and he's like taking it from like above in between us like that. And then as he's taking ages to take it, he's speaking to me in like a hushed voice as well, which is odd.
Right.
I just have to take the picture for this. To show I've delivered it. I was like, yeah, fine. And he goes, oh, this smells nice. Oh, it smells good.
Because he's close enough to your body.
Exactly. I was talking about my mouth. And I went, oh, yeah. And then he went, oh, yummy, yummy. Like, that's close to my face. Oh, that smells good. That smells nice. Oh, the food. Oh, yes. Yummy, yummy. Something very nice. And I was like, I don't really know what, obviously there's nothing to say to this.
Yeah, he's the, gimme that.
Gimme that. I'm joking. But genuinely, I was standing there thinking, my first panic was, oh no, I've eaten it.
Because you're like, I've been rude. I should offer him.
Please come in and have a Kiev with me. Yeah. Please, break Kievs with me.
Let's get oil all over the floor.
You there. Boy, break Kievs with me. Speak to me of your homeland.
He's scalding hot.
Burn your fingers on this butter with me. So I immediately felt guilty for no reason because he was talking like a cartoon character about it. Like, oh, yummy. Oh, it's so cold out here. A Kiev would really warm me up,
Yeah, we had a handyman in my halls of residence at uni who would come over and within 5 minutes would always go, thirsty work, this? And he'd always just go, just say I'd like a cup of tea. Like, I offered it to you at the door and you said no. So what's this now?
Yeah.
So what's this now?
Do you want a pint?
Yeah.
Do you want me to pour you a fresh ice cold pint?
I mean, I have.
Yummy, yummy.
I did have a beer once with a guy who delivered a desk to me in lockdown. I did
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of like, it was awkward because he pointed down, he said, oh, that looks great. And I was like, do you want one? He's like, yeah, why not? But then afterwards I was like, you haven't walked this desk here. So you're driving back.
You're a big van.
Yeah. You've had a pint. We've had a pint together because we helped assemble a desk. We assembled the desk together.
Fucking hell.
It was so strange. Killed 4 people that night. Yummy, yummy is so scary for an adult to say.
So close to your face. Yummy, yummy. But it's so weird. Like, why did I feel guilt immediately for not offering him a food?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it took me, there was just genuinely a full 10 seconds of terror as I tried to figure out what's he smelling.
Yeah, if you just come out of the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But Jenny, I didn't remember
someone's had sugar puffs recently.
Oh God. I just genuinely couldn't remember that. And I was like, oh fuck, of course. This
yeah, because the smell isn't in your...
No, I couldn't smell it. So to me, there's no smell. And he's going, oh, it smells good. Oh, yummy, yummy. And I'm just going,
You're like,
Oh, the chicken.
I'm a big fan of a chicken Kiev. I'm a big fan of it.
I don't normally have one. I don't know what came over me.
But also, I'm like, it's not the said, like, it's not like a chicken boner. Do you know what I mean? It's not like they're a nicer smelling thing.
I think it's because it just smelled of garlic.
It's garlic, onions and garlic. That's all it is.
All cooking is
It's
just
nice.
there.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yummy. As if that's something that you offer people as well when someone's coming over. It's sort of like, can I get you on a pizza?
Please hold out your hands for a scalding
Yeah. I'm going to put the oven on. Does anyone want anything?
Yeah.
Oh, steak and apple pie, please, if you're making one.
Yeah.
No. No.
In 40 minutes. In 40 minutes from frozen. Yeah, I'll hang around for that.
Yeah.
I haven't got a lot of deliveries today.
How do you take yours? Is that steak and kidney? It's just steak, please. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 sugars. Smashed through the crust. Thank you. Someone got in contact, I think it was Ali. Apologies if I'm getting this wrong. Mm-hmm. There was Altered Lyric Brainworm from years ago, season 1 of BudPod.
Oh, yeah.
Which was, what's the Taylor Swift thing? I'm the problem.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. What's the tune?
It goes, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine was, it's me. Hi, I'm a bomber. It's me. And it's just about Obama.
But that's how he introduced himself.
I'm a bomber. It's me.
It's me.
It's me. Hi.
I'm the problem.
I'm Obama. It's me. Let me be clear.
Yeah, that's in all the Taylor songs. Something you should know about me. Obama, he's dead. Look what you made me do.
Take it off.
Obama releasing
Obama
an entire album about Travis Kelce's dick. What? What are you doing? I guess he's not demeaning the office of the president because he's not the president anymore.
Look, he's retired.
He's retired. He's allowed to do whatever he wants.
Bill Clinton plays a saxophone.
Yeah.
They all do a bit of music.
And when he's playing the saxophone, he's actually just breathing the words about Travis Kelce's dick into the saxophone. It makes wonderful music when he does it.
Clinton saxophone. Obama does all the Taylor Swift covers. Nixon plays the xylophone. JFK, flute.
Flute, yeah. Because remember, he played the flute so hard once, the back of his head exploded. He was playing the flute through that motorcade. And Jackie Kennedy always used to say in one of those, like, you forget your head of it and not screw it. Like, it was one of those old,
You'll flute your head off.
One of those old tales, yeah. If you're not careful, you blow the back of your head off.
If you're not careful while you're playing that flute, the wind will change.
Yeah.
And your head will explode.
There were rumours of a second flautist.
And the guy on the third flautist of the...
Yeah.
Yeah, every president has an instrument.
Yeah.
Nixon's xylophone is in a museum.
George Bush?
Yeah.
We're just trying to think what he would be.
George Bush, you know what it would be?
Mm-hmm.
It would be like embarrassing acoustic guitar country because he was obsessed with being Texan.
Yes, of course. Doesn't he live on a ranch now, do paintings like Jim Carrey?
He's constantly doing paintings.
Yeah.
What is it about being a big celebrity where you go mad and just start doing portraits constantly of people?
Yeah, they have the lifestyle of a chimpanzee. He's relaxed. He's got his own patch of land in Florida. It's like a sort of sanctuary, a president's sanctuary.
He's got loads of like servants, like keepers, bringing him stuff. And, like, medicine.
Oh yeah. Oh, he loves guava. He loves that fruit. He loves it. He really, really likes it.
Yeah. We try
listen to him snacking on that pineapple. Listen to George Bush's happy grunts.
We try to enrich his environment by putting the food in different places, hiding it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they will slowly go insane from boredom, and that is a problem. Yeah. And then the paintings become much darker over time. They become like Francis Bacon portraits, just like screaming mouths and like bloody hunks of meat. It's not good. So it's best to hide the pineapple. We've learned that. We've learned that over years. Although the big sellers really are the dark paintings from his period where we forgot to hide the pineapple in a log or up a tree.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. I was also going to...
Yeah, this is order of business time.
Yes.
So we've got a lot to get through.
Here's a fun story that I became aware of because I live quite near some family. Mm-hmm. And my nephew's schools, and this was a national news story. It wasn't just my nephew's school, but I became aware of it through talking to my sister, and then I saw it was on the Times website, Telegraph. So there's a popular series of kids' books, and there was like a fun website at the back of the book, like for more fun from, you know, Dingley the dog or whatever the fuck, go to Dingley, whatever it was. It was like a website set up for the purpose. In like 20 years ago. And within the last couple of years, what happened was the guy lost ownership of it, like forgot to renew his ownership of the URL.
Yeah.
And it just got auto-purchased by like some porn spam company.
Right.
And then like the website in the back of these like hundreds and thousands of kids' books is now like a porn website. So if any of the kids follow these 20-year-old instructions, they're being sent to a horrible porn website. So all the schools had to be like, don't fucking... Even if it's unlikely, just don't let your kid like we're getting all the books back and we're going to scribble it out or delete it or.
What was the nature of the book? Was it just generic educational kids books?
No. It's like a fun. It wasn't a school textbook.
Yeah.
It was like cartoon dog, like Dilly the dog solves crimes or whatever the fuck.
That's so funny.
Captain Underpants or anything like that. It was one of those kid books. Yeah.
But there's like the idea that there's like a book, there's a website, there's a porn website that's called TracyBeakerDoesChemistry.com.
Well, it's that's the terrible irony is that, you know, a kid can't, in good consciousness, go to hugespurtingcocks.com without seeing porn by accident.
It was
My dog.
It was Spy Dog, yeah. No, I didn't want to say. I didn't want to ruin the huge spurting cocks humor. It was the website was something weird like spy like sdog325.net.
Oh yeah.
It was like a really not the right name for a website.
Ex-hamster, and it was about hamster.
Yeah. It used to be like a hamster with superpowers.
Yes, yeah.
I
I have one altered lyrics that's been stuck in my head.
Yeah.
This is to Bruce Springsteen's. Are you familiar with Hungry Heart?
Give me a little bit of it.
Wait, what's it? Yeah?
Yeah.
Homer, Lisa, Maggie, Margin, Bart. Homer, Lisa, Maggie, Margin, Bart. But then the rest of the song's exactly the same. And everyone's like, why is he singing about them now?
That's horrible.
Yeah, he's talking about his wife and kids in Baltimore Jack. Sorry, is he saying he's Homer Simpson in the song?
So it's Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, it's written from the perspective of Homer Simpson.
Yeah, Homer Simpson is a classic blue-collar working stiff.
Who goes out for a pack of cigarettes one day and just abandons them. Fuck them, yeah.
Never comes back. Goes out for a pack of donuts one day. That would be how they made it relevant to The Simpsons. There's a reggae song this morning that I was listening to where I really, really don't like how I can't search my own liked Spotify songs by genre.
Right.
I have to know the title or it won't find it for me.
Spotify's got such a weird function that if you like listen to a song like Diamonds Are Forever, I don't know why I've chosen that as an example.
Sure.
But after that, Spotify's recommended stuff is like, well, apparently you love songs about diamonds, don't you? You big diamond-loving bastard. And you're like, no, that's not relevant to, It's like, it's got the same algorithm as fucking Amazon. You know?
It's so shit, and I can't.
Or ASOS.
Here's a fun thing while I search for this. I like to listen. I recommend this to listeners. Try this and see what you think, if you think it's a fun thing, because it makes my life better. I go around doing boring things, listening to soundtracks from spy films.
Oh, interesting. So gathering papers and the like is
you feel
disposing
incredible.
of evidence.
We're just taking a train into London, looking at skyscrapers from the window and stuff.
Yeah,
it feels like
throttling a chef.
Throttling a chef. Taking his clothes, dressing in them, they fit somehow.
Walking through doors as they're closing.
Yeah. Just making a train and then getting off it.
Yeah.
Right as the doors close.
Crying and sliding down the wall of your shower.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah.
I really, really recommend it. But the trouble is, it has to be that kind of like, like sort of like, I'm thinking and investigating music.
Yeah, the cheeky like Hitman, where it's like, it's almost xylophone-esque.
No.
Not that?
Mean, not that.
Oh,
so,
what's that kind of like?
It's really hard to find.
Right.
Tasteful thriller, detective-ish thinking music.
Okay, right. Mm-hmm.
So it's like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy soundtrack is really good for that.
Yeah.
The Good Shepherd.
Okay.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon film, yeah.
Yeah, based on like 1960s CIA recruitment.
Constant Gardener, or are we counting that one as well?
The Constant Gardener is a lot of like, we are in Africa, we are in a film in Africa, which doesn't really fit.
Someone's lost in the desert music.
There might even be a couple of a bit of that. But I think it's also just a lot of like drum-based imagine that you're in Africa bullshit. And that's not what I want. I want man in a suit frowning as he waits on a train platform, pondering the evidence and the case.
Okay, yeah.
But here's the problem. If you go on Spotify and you look up like thriller investigate music, detective movie music theme, please. It just goes, oh, I know what you want. You want no. Wah, 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 wah. Like, but it's like it's
Mission Impossible, possible.
Yeah.
Why is it saying the name of the Mission Impossible, possible?
It gives you the cheesiest fucking wank you've ever heard in your life. Or it does exactly where you go like, I want slightly creepy investigating a mystery music.
Cheeky.
Yeah, but then it goes like, the dance of the skeletons, and you go like, I'm not a cunt. I'm not a cunt. Spotify's going, is this what you like? Spooky skeleton, having playing his ribs with his xylophone key. Oh, lo. Like, no, I'm not that. They're not playing that while Hannibal Lecter's licking his lips. Terrible. It's really just, it's genuinely difficult to find.
Yeah, God, I'd hate to have your taste. I love skeleton ribs.
So I found it.
Yeah.
So I was listening to this. It's a reggae classic. Here we go. By the Paragons, the Mighty Paragons. That lives next door in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. In my neighborhood. He gets me down. So I've been walking around the house this morning singing, there's a bloke that lives next door. He's a pedo in my neighborhood. He makes me frown.
He's a pedophile. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's had to knock on your door to inform you.
Yeah, that's made me frown.
Yeah. That, I can't imagine how you begin broaching that conversation. That must be the worst thing about being a convicted paedophile. It's just that British awkwardness of knocking on the door. Hello, I bought you some cupcakes. I'm new to the neighbourhood. I work just down at the local garage, and it's just so nice to meet you all.
I don't understand how they don't just get shot in America where they have to do that.
Yeah, I think a lot of them probably do.
But it's not in the news if they do.
Yeah, but maybe it happens so frequently. It's a bit like, remember you once showed me like a video of like a bank's van being hijacked in South Africa, and you're like, this wouldn't have made the news.
Yeah.
Because you go, it's just something that happened.
There's like a couple of those a week or whatever.
Yeah, you just go, that's a bowl of cereal was eaten.
Yeah.
Like,
It's crazy. Having to go around it. But like, I almost feel like, I guess you want to know there's a pedo nearby. But like, you should be pedo prepping your kids, pedo-proofing them as best you can anyway.
Yeah, it should be like Uber, where you can see them on a sort of map at all times, and sometimes, you know, they'll be walking down your road and going another road. And then when it's like a World Cup, they have a little England flag.
The pedos at random points seem to sort of suddenly start spinning.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Sometimes there's surges. If there's high demand for paedophiles in the area, it's more expensive somehow. I don't know.
You're having a clear out?
Yeah, I was having a clear out the other day, and getting rid of just books that I thought I'm never gonna read The Fire and the Fury.
Yeah.
I don't now need to read about Donald Trump's first term in office.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I've missed out. I missed the boat. And I found a couple of, and I bought these in lockdown just as I wonder what they're like. Goosebumps, choose your own scares.
Yeah.
Those choose your own adventure ones.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you used to read those as a kid. I was obsessed with R.L. Stein. And I really loved the Goosebumps books. And what I used to do, I had these awful gnarled hands because you
used them to read with.
I was cowardly, and I'd basically save scum Choose Your Own Adventures, where I keep my fingers in all the pages I'd previously done.
Oh, I see what
so
you
that
mean.
when it says you died, I'm like, not really, because I've gone back. I should have just written down the page of the previous one I'd been at. But I remember them having such rich stories, and oh my God, this happens. And there's one where you're in a museum and
you realize I shouldn't have dropped that amulet.
You go one direction, you go into space, and the whole thing's about a space station. But if you turn left, you're suddenly in this medieval kingdom. I read them again. My God, they obviously take about 2 minutes to read. But it's like...
And they're fucking shit.
It literally starts with, you're going to carnival tonight. Your grandparents are taking you, but you get to the carnival and it's haunted. And you go, there's all this in 3 sentences. It's like the beginning of Hamlet. So much is stuffed into those, you know, that halt who goes there and you go, right, it's already clear. It's night and it's guards and it's addressing someone and it's a tense combat-based situation. It just throws it at you. It's so absurd. I must have had a good imagination as a child to fill in all those gaps.
Just because wow.
The book gives you fucking nothing. It's like, and then a scary thing happens. And I think as a kid, I was like, ah! You mean like ghosts? My sister and I used to love Goosebumps books, but we always misread something that characters would always say when at the beginning of each Goosebumps book, it's always about like a school trip, going to camp, which was something we just couldn't relate to as kids in England.
Yeah.
But it's always up on a coach trip. And then when suddenly, out of nowhere, I felt a corpse licking the back of my neck. And obviously it turns out it's their doofus brother with an ice cube down your back. You go, yeah, why would it be a corpse licking your neck on the coach trip, you fucking weirdo?
Yeah, well, you go, it was my dog licking my foot or
but
whatever.
They'd always whisper, no, under my breath. But it was no with like 10 O's. That's always ever done. No. But me and my sister always used to read it as no. And it made us laugh so much every time that it can't be like, because the characters were like Looney Tunes. There was one that was called like Monster in My Closet or something. And someone was walking through a haunted house. And, and suddenly I realized for the last 10 steps, I'd been walking in thin air. For the floor had collapsed. I threw my hands up in the air. No! I screamed right below. Yeah.
Seeing like withdrawing your hand from a mysterious chest to see that like a skull is biting it.
Yeah, because none of the books no Goosebumps books were ever scary. There was real Scooby-Doo elements of like, it was just a person with a mask sort of thing. Say Cheese and Die was never as scary as the front cover, which had skeletons on.
Yeah.
Because the worst photos they ever got in Say Cheese and Die was, oh, my foot's got like a nail through it because I trod on a nail. But there was some cheap knockoff Goosebumps books back in the day called Shivers, which my parents used to get us, and they were fucking scary as hell because that writer didn't give a shit. He was obviously so jealous of R.L. Stein's like thing, and it would be sort of like the level of stuff that happened to like kids in those books.
And then
it was like reading like the Myra Hindley court case.
Bit out his fucking tongue. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He said if he told his parents what happened, he'd kill him. You go, what? And it's like, there was like no supernatural element whatsoever.
It'd be funny if you'd published a series of books called called Spookies or something.
Yes,
and then like it's really bad stuff, but none of it's supernatural.
Yeah, it's just about Fred West.
Yeah, or it was literally just like, and his parents were arguing all the time, so they had to move to a different town, and it was just so difficult to make friends, and just like just way too real.
Sometimes he'd stay with his auntie who drank so much of this brown liquid every evening, and she'd just get fucking wasted. Oh, okay.
And she threw up all over herself, and he had to help her.
Yeah.
What? This is just awful.
Did you ever read like Redwall and stuff like that when you were a kid? Yeah. They were violent as hell, but because it was mice, it didn't matter.
Yeah, you go like,
get a fucking eye stabbed and stuff like that, and you go, yeah, but it's okay because it's a stoat.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and the goody took the stoat's head and tore it off his body and pulled his spine out with it as well, and then using the big floppy spine killed another 7. You go, good. Phew.
The only thing I remember is it taught me a real racism towards rats and vermin and stuff like that. They weren't to be trusted.
It gives
Otters are nice.
Real farmer's morality.
Hares are really posh for some reason and say what. Yeah. And the moles were like brr, and they always tugged their noses affectionately, which I felt horrible. It felt like someone rearranging his balls when he sits down. Do you know what I mean? But it was like Bioki sir and stuff. They were like Somerset moles.
Yeah, they were like Somerset, like respectful workmen tugging their forelocks. Yeah. It's a really odd class.
And half the book was just a big feast where they're just constantly eating.
And taught me the word victuals.
Victuals, yeah.
Great victuals. And be like, again, like you remember it being more than it was. I just remember there being like a 17-page description of various berry pies.
So many, damsel pudding and
and stuff that didn't exist.
Yes, I'm sorry, this isn't making me as ravenous as it should. Yeah, because they can't say.
Because I don't know what a milk topsy-turvy is.
They can't say a burger because that would have involved them killing an animal that's a skyscraper to them. You brought down a whole fucking cow? That's crazy.
We can find a way.
You're a mouse.
If we can find a way to preserve it. I mean, fucking hell.
Yeah, we're sorted.
Yeah.
The abbot will be writing about this in his end-of-year journal.
in his tiny monastery, but the trees aren't as big. Scaling issues were
The
really...
scaling issues all over the place. They're in ships that were caught in a maelstrom, but it was like, is it just a case of, it's like when you open the plug and you let the bathwater out? Yeah.
Someone flapped their arm near you.
What Redwall should have been is, it was all on a leaf.
It was all on
a leaf. Oh, it was all on a leaf all along.
Oh, it was a leaf.
Yeah.
Great, fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was all on a leaf.
Thank God.
Cracked.com, if you remember them.
Yeah.
Who just sort of melted into nothingness, really.
Didn't they just rank stuff?
Yeah. But
10 movies that feature...
Some guy on there, as part of just intermittently not just ranking things, wrote an incredible 2 or 3 parodies of Goosebumps and how shit they were.
Right.
And it's really funny. If they're still up, I remember...
Which isn't fair, because you're like, it was for children.
I know, but it's parodying the very precise way in which it was crap. And like the kind of baffling character names that don't make sense.
I envied them because they all had basements. They all had basements and they all lived in this big suburbia, and then a TV show showed that as well. And they always had really good masks for Halloween. I envied the masks they had at Halloween. Yeah. Because one of them was about like a haunted mask that got stuck to your head.
Loads of them are about masks.
But the idea that a rubber mask would cover your entire head like in Halloween.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers. Yeah. And we never had that, because all we had was the fucking shit plastic ones that go over the front of your face, and you have a rubbish elastic band that goes around the back of your head.
And they're made of the same material that they use to make the kind of stiff coating around the top of a drinks bottle. Why have you made a mask out of the sharpest, but also most terrible,
really crap stuff,
rippable fabric, plastic? No, really, really shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I recommend looking that up if you did read a lot of Goosebumps, because they're not good. It makes you sort of think maybe we should just write
horror for children.
Non-horror.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just non-horror. So let's do some correspondence.
Let's do some correspondence.
This is from Black Country James.
Hello, Black Country James. BCJ.
BCJ. Dear PG-13.
Nice.
Pierre being early to the Gorillaz album and not getting the credit for it reminded me of my own equivalent situation with Call of Duty in about year 9, 2006 for James.
Right.
On Monday morning before registration, the class twat asked everyone. That's funny. It is always one.
Designated, yeah.
Yeah. The class twat asked everyone what they've been up to on the weekend. Playing COD 2 with my mate from home, I said. This drew a baffled silence from the room and a riposte from the twat. What the hell is playing COD 2? You play with fish with your friends on the weekend. Oh, you weirdo. Infuriating. From that point on, nothing I could say could convince the room that this was actually a cool World War II shooter game and quite a high-level clan match against a load of Belgian 12-year-olds. Using a TeamSpeak server that was decades ahead of its time. Fuck, TeamSpeak.
What was that?
TeamSpeak was like Discord. Like, it was like a special server just for VoIP. Like faster talking.
Yeah, you used to chat to guys in their 50s who really wanted to talk to you, didn't you?
Yeah.
They were 14.
They would teach me gymnastics. Yeah. Because a lot of games didn't have voice comms.
Right. So like SOCOM and all those ones.
Yeah. So TeamSpeak was the big thing. I remember TeamSpeak. Fuck. Everyone took the piss mercilessly, so I let it go and hoped it didn't become a thing. Roll forward about 9 months, and literally the entire male population of the school was playing Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare on Xbox. Now shouting, let's play COD later, or see you on COD when you get home out the bus windows as a matter of course. I mentioned to the twat that he seemed to know what COD was now, and he said everyone had always known what COD was. Yeah, you'll never win. Fuck. That's made me really angry.
Yeah.
You can't win against that guy.
It's probably someone who got really annoyed at like movie fans years ago because they were into the zoetrope.
Yeah.
You know, that crank handle one where you look through and it was like a hot air balloon going up. And I did that as part of my DT systems and control GCSE. That was my project. I made a zoetrope. Yeah.
What was the zoetrope of?
It was a hot air balloon going upwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I had a backup one just to make my friends laugh, which was just a guy fucking another guy.
I was, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So glad you said that.
It's the most effort I've ever put into a drawing, and it was so funny because it was so clearly a kid's like DT project. But you looked through and it was just dick going in. It was really funny. It was really funny.
It's good stuff.
But I've never double checked something more to make sure I didn't submit that for the GCSE. Do you know what I mean? Even though I was like, I've watched myself tear it up and put it into a bin. It cannot be. Or what happens if they zoom in on a hot air balloon and they go, there's two guys blowing each other up there.
In the basket, look.
Yeah.
Like with the jeweler's eyeglass.
Yeah.
I was once in the DT lab doing some bullshit work, and I saw that there was a pile on the desk, the teacher's desk in the corner, of work from like the year 7s. And it was just like draw like design your ideal car.
Yeah.
Right? And they were all like drawings of cars. And I thought, oh, this would be funny. And I went through the names and I saw that there were like 3 kids in the class called Matt.
Yeah.
So on my fake one, I wrote Matt. So there'd be like a deniability.
Yeah.
Because it'd be too cruel to pick one same name.
Yes, yeah, Matt G or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, or even if it was like, whatever, Prunella or something. You go, no, Matt. So there's like, no one's sure who, which, and like one of the Matts might get this handed back.
Yeah.
Or say, what's this about? And I drew like, when little kids draw a car. And it's like a
closed fist crayon.
Closed fist crayon. And it's like box, top, like there, like wheel.
Yeah.
Wheel. Like
the wheels are suspended. The car is hovering above the wheels.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And it's like boot.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like rocket, like a rocket. And then also always an old-fashioned aerial.
Yeah.
And like wheel jutting out and like stick man with big smile, like in window, like head, tiny little pea head.
Yeah.
I did
a
one
drawing for a fridge. Made for a fridge.
A drawing for a fridge, someone who's under 4 years old. I did that. And then on the bonnet of the car, using like a quality graphite sketching pencil, I did like an incredible, like carefully shaded in, like hot woman in a bikini reclining on the bonnet.
Fucking hell. Like what you'd find on like the side of a World War II bomber or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. Like so, like
Memphis Belle.
like art from GTA. And so it was like this kid has drawn this like dog shit car, but when it came to a sexy lady, this talent just came out. And he drew this like incredibly hot lady in a bikini with enormous breasts and like really, really like tasteless trucker. Yeah. Like you say, like or something on a plane, maybe on the back of a truck. Like
Yeah.
On like a mud guard. Yeah. And just and then I slid it into the pile.
Did you ever hear?
I never found out. I thought for a while, is there a way I can ever find out what happened? And I just thought, you know what, let it like a message in a bottle.
Yeah.
Just let it go. No, out there somewhere.
There was a guy at my school in my sane DT class. His dad worked at a company that made go-karts. He ran a company that like made go-karts.
Yeah.
And so this guy's DT project was a go-kart, and he just came in one day with a go-kart, and it was like, obvious, come on.
Like, if you came in with your dad's car, yeah, I made it.
He let the teachers drive the go-kart, and they had the fucking time of their lives, and he got like the highest mark. It was like, this is absolutely bonkers.
This is like something from a Beano comic.
Yeah, so Mr. Hemmings, Mr. Burton, if you're hearing this, that was some fucking bullshit. You should have seen the two guys fucking each other on my zoetrope. It was cinema.
To be fair, they would have been like crying, laughing at that, but they would have had to pretend not to.
Yeah.
It's so annoying that the teachers, that they can't show their humanity.
Yeah.
Whereas that was a bit of their humanity coming through, where if you worked a job dealing with these fucking little scroats all the time, and then you got to drive a go-kart, you'd be like, yeah, I still don't care.
It was just so weird to see one of your DT teachers wearing like the DT apron,
going
just fucking whizzing between these basketball hoops and stuff like that. It was like, what is happening?
That's the kind of like insanely out of reach of most people thing that happens in Beano comics.
Yeah, or like one of those videos that goes
viral.
viral.
Make a robot
of like,
that does the dinner for me.
What? Or one of those videos that would go viral sometimes of like, look how this convict escaped from the LAPD.
Yeah.
He took a go-kart and he took it onto the highway and he managed to actually get across. Nonsense, man.
In comics,
so annoying.
In comics where it's like, oh, Gru, I don't want to make any more mash for the dinner lady, or that's some stupid old-fashioned problem. They go, I'll make a robot to do it for me. And you go, what, a robot?
Yeah, sorry, how many resources has this school got?
You've programmed...
You're failing your exams. Sorry, Bash Street kids, are you clever or not?
You've programmed an android. You've beaten Elon Musk to it.
Yeah. And this is now going to what? Remove so all the dinner ladies are going to lose their jobs. You cunt.
The final prank. Automation. Bash Street School is closed.
Yeah, Trickaloo.
Yeah. I've automated your jobs away. Oh, haha. Yeah. This is from Jenny.
Hello, Jenny.
With an I.
Oh, no. Move on. Next one. Next one, please.
Hey, buds, I just listened to season 2, episode 16, where you brought up Epstein's birthday book again, and the fact that we might have all accidentally signed a pedophile's birthday card.
This seems to have resonated with people as an idea that we've all signed. Like, it's become some like philosophical thought when you think about it. You've
It's
all
a
signed a
phrase.
nonsense. Yeah.
People will say something like, well, I guess, the statistically, and someone will go, well, pedophile's birthday card.
Yeah. It's a
And you don't-
Shipathesius-esque thing.
You don't need to explain it, it's so
Yeah.
well known. Like, you could just say, you're Shipathesius. People go, yes, of course.
Yeah, it's a pedo's birthday card.
Peter's birthday card. Well, that's what I was thinking. They'll say stuff like
yeah.
that. This reminds me of something that happened to me 2 years ago. A co-worker, male, 32, at an office job I used to work at, was caught smoking weed on the company premises. There was
Let
some...
it out.
Sorry,
Let it out.
It's so terrible. It's been a lot of Diet Coke today.
If you aren't watching this on YouTube, I've spent the whole episode so far gently rubbing and patting Pierre's back, trying to get that one out.
Yeah.
And I've been circular motions working upwards towards the nape of the neck, but generally sort of like right behind the lungs and just gently patting him. And occasionally it's met with a lovely buck and a milky dribble.
Milky dribble, but not from my
Yeah,
mouth.
and I've got a muslin sort of wrapped sort of around your neck to sort of catch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I generally, all my clothes are made of muslin. All of them.
That would be a horrible material to wear. You just couldn't iron it.
No, he's the most
It's
creased,
like corrugated
the
clothes.
most creased man in the world. That's how corduroy was invented.
Yeah.
A co-worker, male 32, was at an office job I used to work at,
Or
was
smoking weed.
caught smoking weed on company premises. There was some talk about getting him maybe fired. During that time, he was my favorite co-worker. We got along well at work. We also played Age of Empires 2 together almost every day after work.
Oh, nice.
Nice
It's a
guy.
great office relationship.
So I took it upon myself to write a long email to management vouching for him and asking for him not to be terminated because he was well liked, a good worker, and needed the weed to manage pain and seizures from a brain tumor.
Ah,
You go, that's good. That's powerful.
yeah.
He ended up not being fired.
Good.
A few weeks later, he confided in me that he got his first girlfriend when he was 21 and she was 12.
Oh, what?
Genuine
That's not funny. That's fucking, that's insane.
But you've just saved this man's job. You've put your fucking life on the line to keep this man employed and at your job.
Wow.
You're known in the office as champion of the nonce, right?
Yeah. Well, who knew the real Age of Empires is 12? Fucking hell.
That would be the moment where your ass fell out. In
when we say
when your blood goes
confided,
cold.
was he like, I need to confess something? Or is it just like, yeah, no, my first girlfriend was...
It says confided, so maybe he said it as a thing of like, oh, isn't that crazy? Obviously, I ended our friendship immediately. I changed desks at work and never spoke another word to him. Sadly, when I told the other coworkers, they didn't seem to care that much.
What?
I left that job shortly after. I still regret that email. Apart from that, honestly, kind of traumatic memory you brought up, I love the podcast. Thanks for all the laughs. I was worried. I feared the parental change, but Glenn is truly hilarious, Jenny. There you go. That's nice.
that's kind of, yeah.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, great. Yeah, thanks. Now I feel great. Now I'm really happy I heard that story. That's all fine. That's fine. You got to do something about that guy.
Nightmarish. What was the weirdest age gap shit that you saw at school growing up? Because I always remember, like, there would be people at my school who were like, or like on the Isle of Man generally, there'd be like 17-year-olds with like 14-year-old girlfriends.
Wow, what?
Yeah.
No, nothing like that. It was
girl-
like
the-
his. For some
Girls
reason,
only ever went out with boys that were older. It was a completely obsessive
some
thing.
reason in my area in Croydon, it was like same age. No, not even year above, year below.
I think you had a bigger pool to draw from. I think that might be why.
Yeah, there were that part of Croydon. There are just so many schools. There are just so many
Because
schools.
you're choosing from, like, the amount of people that you're choosing from potentially is probably the size of the entire Isle of Man's population.
Well, I was at a school called Wilson's, and there was probably about 120 in each year. And then that was an all-boys school, and then the two main girls' schools that we sort of like hung out with and sort of, and girls dated were either Wallington school for girls. There was also Wellington School for boys, and then a school called St. Philomena's. So a girl I went out for about a year. That's Tony, who I mentioned on a previous episode. She was from St. Philomena's. But generally, it was unheard of for someone to date even like a year above or a year below. That's so crazy.
It was
I think even at
school.
uni, it was like I think I was a couple of occasions where I dated a girl who was maybe like 3 years older than me, but nothing crazy.
I think it's because my school, and like, I mean, the Isle of Man's very small, but I mean, my school was like 50 people a year mixed gender.
Right. So actually,
So,
there's
like, you're just going to
it's-
see them every day. Like, everyone's kind of like your sibling. It did happen a bit, but it was unusual. It always seemed like they would go like at least a year above. Always.
Man, no, I didn't. No, I remember dating a girl in like my third year at uni, and she'd once dated someone who was like 16 years older than her. So he was like 36.
But that's
and I was like,
so different.
it's so different. But even so, it's still like, that's a bit odd in the whole like the brain development thing.
Oh, no. It's odd, but I think it's a different flavor of odd to
Very different flavor from when like a teenage age is involved.
when it's like I'm finishing GCSEs and that person is starting GCSEs. Like, you know what I mean? There's like a 3 year gap there.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
I knew people who slept with like university lecturers and professors and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if that was a grades thing or a true love thing.
It's a fetish thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh no, the teacher wants to see me after school kind of thing.
Oh, God.
That's a popular.
Yeah.
It's like in the same way I wouldn't think of it as romantic or grade related if someone like had slept with their plumber because they'd seen it in porn. You know?
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
There was someone I knew who was sleeping with a university lecturer, but then the university lecturer was like 27.
Yeah.
26. And it's just that when I remember being 20 and seeing 26-year-olds as being the same as 35-year-olds.
Yes, I think so.
Just go, well, you're a grown-up. It's over.
But I don't know how other people feel. It's going to be weird. So Katie turns 20 next month, and I think that's going to be really shit.
That's good.
Yeah.
Weirdly, last night, Stu Laws, who was the guest at BudPod Live, was
Yeah.
saying a fun prank he likes to play is when he talks about Chloe, his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and or whether it's something about him being 41. So, how old was Chloe?
Is he 41?
Yeah.
Wow.
So how old's Chloe? And he'll go, 21. Just to see what they do.
Yeah.
She's not. She's 34. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. But yeah, he'll just say 21 just to see the reaction, just to learn something about them. Just what kind of person are they? How are they
But then
going to do
how
this?
quickly does he then clarify? Or does he just let that happen?
I think he clarifies within a few seconds, maybe,
Right,
but
okay,
not till
yeah.
he's seen the reaction, maybe.
Man, it's not worth it. Not worth the risk of saying that.
It's so terrible to like step. Yeah, well, I mean, what lesson can Jenny possibly take from this? Never vouch for anyone.
Never vouch for anyone.
Unless
Be
you know
careful
them-
who you play Age of Empires 2 with. Never trust an
general.
Age of Empires 2 fan. Yeah, that's crazy. That's made me really uncomfortable, that story.
Just because forever you're the one who's like,
the nonce defender.
that's the best person I've ever met. They're my hero. And if you fire them, this company will collapse.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you think we need the pedophile that much. The what?
Yeah, we all know.
Sorry? Oh, the pedophile. That's why we're firing him, not the weed thing. The weed's fine.
Yeah, they hadn't heard of the weed thing. So when she was
Yeah.
like, what he did wasn't even that bad.
Yeah,
And they're
it's
like,
because he has a brain tumor. And it makes him feel better.
yeah.
And they go,
so what? He did it directly outside the company building, not on the premises.
a lot of people, myself included, think it should be legalized.
It helps him relax.
It's legal all over the world, and it's just us that seem to have a problem with it. And the prison is full of people who don't need to be there. All the pro-weed stuff.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to fly all the way half around the world just to do it legally.
Yeah.
But, oh,
He gets them from someone who deals. He gets it delivered.
Gets it delivered from the dark web. All right. And you just see like the boss frowning throughout this whole speech.
Yeah, what?
And then just going, you've convinced me.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
convinced me. God, so passionate and from someone and you're not into this yourself. Well, no, you know, when I was growing up, maybe. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God, really? Wow. Wow, yeah, at uni. Gosh, wow.
Yeah, when I was 16, certainly, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're willing to vouch for this pedophile. Oh, yeah. That's, noncing on company time. Your weekends are your own, but don't be doing this on company time. He was supposed to be photocopying. Fucking hell, Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is such a, I mean, genuinely, when the person says that to you, that's like something out of a horror film.
Because it is.
Yeah.
That's a crime.
But what a moment to have experienced in your life.
Fucking hell,
I've
yeah.
never, that level of buyer's remorse almost and like horror.
Yeah.
That you've saved this evil man.
I've never known a convicted or non-convicted, as far as I know.
None.
But again, what we should probably say, I worked with a murderer. I had a coworker who was a murderer.
Yeah, or became a murderer, I guess.
Became a murderer about a month after I'd left the company.
Yeah.
But that's a story for
Funny
another
that,
time.
isn't it, Glenn?
Yeah.
Funny that.
Yeah, but my absence
spurred this terrible crime.
Yeah.
Well, we're anti-murder. You know what? We're anti-noncing.
Yeah.
How about that?
I think we should make it clear we're an anti-noncing podcast.
Yes, I think that's implicit in almost all podcasts.
Yeah.
Still waiting for some of them to come out as even anti-murder. Never mind any of the other crimes.
Yeah, rest is politics are
pretty silent.
Silence is deafening.
The silence is deafening. Very interesting, the people who aren't openly anti-murder, isn't it?
Yeah, you look at them selling out like the Royal Albert Hall and you go, all these people cheering for death.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should also say I will be on tour in spring. It's on sale now. Go on my website and you'll see almost all of it's on sale. Only I think Norwich is taking ages for some reason. I will be coming to somewhere near you if you live in the UK or Ireland. So come and see me in spring. And remember, guys, if you sign up to the Patreon for the price of a pint of beer per month, you get an extra half-hour episode a week, early access and warnings, and often discounts on tickets for BudPod Live and our tour shows, and all kinds of other sweet, sexy little benefits. You also get a George Pod episode once a month, and for the tier slightly above the pint tier, Glenn and I are going to be doing a watch-along of Silence of the Lambs. So Glenn and I are going to record ourselves watching and joking about Silence of the Lambs while we watch it, and then you can play that while you watch the film, and it's like you're watching it with us in my living room with little microphones. Mm-hmm. How about that?
Yeah, we're doing that in a few days, aren't we? In about a week's time.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. And we're going to do it nude.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Glenn agreed. Didn't you, Glenn?
Yes. I won't do it fully. I'll do it naked from the waist across. Like Two-Face.
Yeah. Half your dick's evil, half your dick's nice, right? Yeah. You get some very lopsided bonus as a result. Yeah. But thank you very much for listening, guys. Now it's time to go to the Age of Empires skirmish match of the Patreon. So we'll see you there for all the subscribers.
KOJI.
KOJI.